Hello, teacher.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Excellent. Hello, Win.
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Perfect. Okay, today we are going to have a little harder lesson than usual. So let me see. Oh, no, wait, this is the wrong one.
Islam.
We have to go here. Wait, there we go. This is where I want to be. Excellent. Okay. So today we are going to talk about a little about what we call intonation. Now, what intonation is it refers to the sounds or the volume of our words we say during a sentence. Okay? So today we're going to focus on what we would call a rising intonation. It is a rise in volume at a certain word. Let me give you guys an example. If someone asks me, where are you from? Then I would say, I live in South Africa. So when I give this answer, my voice, my volume when I speak will rise when I get to South Africa. So it'll sound like this. I live in South Africa. You guys hear that? David, did you hear that?
Yes,
When did you hear that?
yes,
Yes.
Okay, now that we do that when we speak English to emphasize. Now, what it means to emphasize is it's to make sure the people listening know this is what we're talking about. Okay? It's the same thing as that you would see when people are typing passages when you have to do a comprehension check, and some words are in bold. Have you guys seen that before? Or some words are underlined. Now, those words are important, therefore we emphasize them. Okay. But that's the first part of today's lesson. So I want you guys, when you give your answers, to have a rising intonation when you answer the what, the how, and the where. Okay? The what can be a name, a thing, or a feeling. The how in this particular sentence is referring to age, how old, but it can also refer to feeling, or the examiner might want a reason. So then you would emphasize your reason. The where is for a place. But this you guys know, I hope, because you guys are very smart. The where refers to a place. So before we start, David, if
what?
I ask you, where are you from? What am I asking you actually?
I come from Vietnam.
Yeah, so I'm wanting to know, what is the place's name you are from, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that is the main priority or the main thing you have to answer. So the I am from is not that important because I'm already asking you, where are you from? So I don't need you to say again from or I, because I'm talking to you. Do you understand that? So
Yes.
you said for this answer, for example, I am from Vietnam. Now David, I want you to give me another way you can say that you are from Vietnam. In other words, what does it mean that you are from Vietnam? David?
Live in Vietnam.
Yes, you live in Vietnam. So you can say, I live in Vietnam. Okay, so that is what we are going to do today. We are going to focus on answering the questions. And wait, before we continue with that, you would say Vietnam a little louder than you would say I live in. So you would say, I live in Vietnam. Correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So keep that in mind. We're not going to do this because these are answers you really know. They are easy to answer. I'm going to go with these. We're going to start here. So I'm going to start with you. What hobbies do you enjoy doing in your spare time?
What?
What hobbies do you enjoy doing in your spare time?
I enjoy, but I enjoy playing badminton
Okay.
in the spare time. My spare time.
Okay. So let's see how many words you used from the question. So you used enjoy and you used spare time
I,
and you used in. So you used 4 words. Why is this significant? Because if you used only your own words, these 4 words won't be in your answer. Okay, so that's what we're going to try and practice doing. Because if you continually use the words in the questions, then the examiner might think and other people might think you don't really know how to speak English. But you do. Okay? So, what is another word for enjoy? When?
Yes,
What is another word for enjoy?
I enjoy,
Give me another word for enjoy.
well,
Can you think of another word that has the same meaning as enjoy?
mm,
Okay, let me help you. Here's one. Or you could use,
oh,
yes, you see.
I like, well, I play in badminton in my spare time.
Okay, now the second question. When during the week do you have spare time?
Mm, in
Let's
my
say,
spare time.
okay, but when, on what days is your spare time? Let's say, for example, on Thursdays, you don't have much to do, so then you go play badminton. Okay, just an example. Then you can
Yeah.
replace these four words with Thursday. So your answer would sound like, I like playing badminton on Thursdays.
I like play badminton on Thursdays.
Excellent. But because we're talking about intonation, you would say badminton a little louder because that is the main question. What hobbies? And your hobby is badminton. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Well done. Now, David, your turn. I hope you listened. David, what hobbies do you enjoy doing in your spare time?
I love playing badminton in my spare time.
Okay, well done. I saw you use one of the words I gave, win. Perfect. Now, when do you have your spare time?
Uh, I have uh, Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. So you can say either you can say Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
Let me just write them down. Or you can use both of them or only one. Because the examiner is not going to go to your sports center on Saturdays and Sunday to see if what you say here is the truth. Okay. So if you say, let's say your spare time's on Saturday, then you can replace these four words with two words on Saturdays. How would your answer sound like then? David?
Yeah.
Replace,
I
yes?
I love playing badminton on Saturday.
Excellent. Now, remember, badminton is the main answer to the question. So we need to say it a little louder. So it would sound like, I love playing badminton on Saturdays. Okay. So do you guys understand what I'm trying to tell you guys? David, do you understand?
Yes.
When do you understand?
Oh,
Yes.
Now, where do you do your favorite activities?
I like playing football.
Where?
Mm, Activity.
Okay, but you still haven't answered this. The where. What does the word where want from you?
I play football no, in the bar.
In the park. Okay. Now, this is a correct answer, but it is you have unnecessary things in front of the actual answer. So let's see how we can modify this answer to answer this question quickly, okay? Without using one word. So that is what we try to avoid, one word answers or two word, let's say in any sentences with less than 3 words, we try to avoid, and we try avoiding using the words in the question, okay? So you can say usually, in the park, That is a 4-word sentence. That will be correct. You could say sometimes in the park.
Always. Always.
Or you can say, I'm just giving you examples when. Sometimes in the park and other times at school. If you really want to give a long answer. Or you can
Yes.
say always or mostly in the park. Okay. So you can see you can still give a long answer if you want to do it. And none of these answers has any words from the question. Okay. So, David, where do you do your favorite activities?
Often do my favorite hobby in the park.
Okay. Since you use often, David, let's change it a bit. So remember, you don't have to say this. Because the examiner already knows your answer is going to be about your favorite activities. Okay. So you can leave that part out of the answer. So let's say another word for often, or you can just start with often. Often in the park. That is a good answer. You can also say mostly in the park. You can even add local in front of, in the local park. Okay. So for the next questions, I want you guys to take a moment and think before you answer. And I don't want you to use any words from the question. Any, okay? So not one. So the question is, how often do you do your favorite hobbies? How often do you do your favorite hobby? So first think, before you answer, what does the question mean by often? Okay? Then you can maybe name your favorite activity, a favorite hobby, but don't say my favorite hobby. Okay? So, David, what would you answer? What would your answer be?
Uh,
Remember, you cannot use one word from the question. So you cannot use often.
every Saturday.
Okay? So every Saturday, that's 2 words. It's too short an answer. So what do you do on Saturday? You play badminton, right?
Yes.
You can say, I play
Playing badminton.
twice a week. Do you guys see? We did not use any words from the question. And we still got more than 3 words. There's 1, 2, 3. We actually have 6 words, which is a bigger sentence. Okay. When, how often do you do your favorite hobby?
I play football at the weekend.
Okay, so remember, when we talk about time, so often refers to time or times, plural. So how many times, okay? But remember, you cannot play at the weekend because the weekend is not a place. You cannot stand up and go to the weekend. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So we have to change at. What word would you use instead of at? When? What word would you use instead of at? On the weekend. That's a correct sentence. This is a wrong sentence. So these details are very important as well, because if you try to speak English like this, people might understand you, yes, but people might also judge you for it, okay? And if you have to do a speaking test, this would count as 0 marks, but this you would get your mark, okay? So remember that
Yeah.
I play football on the weekend, not at the weekend. Okay. Next question, David. What hobbies do other people in your family enjoy? Now, before you answer, think of the what hobbies, okay? And think of who do you think of when you hear your family? Okay, so what would your answer be, David?
My mom enjoy
Yes.
doing
Choose another word than enjoy.
my mom doing yoga. Doing yoga.
Excellent.
My
Remember,
dad, my dad love playing golf.
perfect. Okay, so you guys see it isn't really
Uh,
that hard. Sorry?
Yes.
This is fine, David. You don't have to name the whole family. You can just say 2 or 3 people, okay? Or you can stop there at after yoga. Because the question does not precisely ask you how many other people are in your family and what do they do. Do you understand? So this is excellent. But you just have to think of what the words mean when the person asks you the question. So, hobbies, you'd automatically think of, okay, my mom loves doing yoga, and my dad loves playing golf, and my brother loves playing video games, for example. Okay, so there you have the answer of what the hobby. And then as you listen to the question further, you would say other people in your family. Now you think about, oh, okay, so it's only people in my family. So I cannot say my friend's dad. No, my family. And enjoy, you already know, okay. Then you can think. Remember, if you hear this word enjoy, just a quick tip. Enjoy in itself isn't really, it is a good word, but sometimes it refers to how much someone enjoys doing it. So if you, let's say, when you really, really like football, then you don't just enjoy it, you love it. Am I correct? When? Do you love football or do you just like football? When? Can you hear me?
yeah.
Okay. Do you love football or do you like football?
Mm,
In your honest opinion,
like.
do you like? Okay. So you don't enjoy football that much that you would say you love it, right?
Yes.
Yes. So when you hear the word enjoy, always ask yourself, how much do I enjoy it? Because you can also answer this question like, for instance, my family does not like
Does not
any
like anything.
hobbies or any
Hobby.
sports. They love to
Love
work.
to work.
That is also a correct answer. So you don't always have to answer it in the positive. You can also answer it in the negative. So you can answer these questions in, I would almost say, a million ways. The only thing that's going to keep you from answering it in a million ways is if you only know, let's say, 100 words in English, then your answer would be limited. But the more words you know, the better answer you can form and the more answers you can come up with. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Okay, When? Please tell me something about a hobby that you enjoy doing. So first things first, how much do you enjoy your hobby? Do you like it?
I some
Do you
I
love
some
it?
I like.
Okay, so you like. And remember, that's not the question. It's not whether you like it or not, but it's just nice to keep it in mind because it might help you form your answer. So you have to tell something. That means actually you can tell anything about your hobby. You can say, I like the exercise my hobby gives me. You can say, I like the teamwork and it helps me be a better team player. Do you understand? So, give me your answer. Please tell me something about a hobby that you enjoy doing.
I like playing football with my friend.
Okay, we still haven't answered the question.
I like
Oh, sorry, I like.
because
What's your reason?
because um,
Let's say because it keeps me fit.
because it's the playing football
Say again.
is
Because it
this football make me and friend
makes me fit. Okay.
make most me
Can you
feels
say
and
again?
strong. Make me fit and
Strong.
uh strong.
Okay. Now we can still, we still did not answer the question, but we can use this to make an answer. So you can say, playing football with my friends makes me fit and strong. Did you see that?
Yeah.
There you answered the question. So it's really not that hard. You just have to think a little before you answer. Remember, in these tests, you don't have to answer immediately. You can take your time and think of an answer and then say it. Okay. Do you guys have any questions?
Playing football with my friend make me feel extra.
Sorry?
Playing football with my friends makes me feel strong.
Yes. Okay. But do you guys have any question about what we learned today?
No.
Okay. So that was our lesson. Thank you, guys. I will see you guys again. Enjoy the
Goodbye,
rest of
teacher.
your week. Bye,
Goodbye,
David.
teacher.
Bye, Win.
Goodbye, teacher.